Ladies and gentlemen, we got a new video game released this week, Honkai Star Rail from the developers of Genshin Impact, but that's not all. We got a new trailer for Naruto Storm Connections, the Boruto manga going on hiatus, a collab with Nikkei and Nier after Chainsaw Man, and some fighting game news as usual. All of that and a lot more on today's Around the Bush. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's the Around the Bush o'clock. My name is Globku. I'm here, joined as always by the amazing, fantastic, smooth voice, Mr. Rene. How's it going?
Thank you for that introduction. That was good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for loving me. I like that.
A
love
little
you
ego boost. You know?
How are you doing today? This has been a bit of a weird day for us. Going back and forth on videos. We had a tight schedule, but how are you doing today?
Yeah, trying to put out 5 videos this week instead of 4. I think we're gonna do it, but that has left us with kind of a weird schedule on this Friday and kind of a weird schedule on the next Tuesday, perhaps. We'll see how we can fix it, especially because this week and next week are both weeks with a holiday, a national holiday. So we have one less day to work, and we're trying to put out one more video than usual. You know, not a great plan if you think about it logically, but it's also like the release of the Demon Slayer balance patch and the release of the Naruto Shinobi Striker DLC. Like, we got to take advantage of that stuff, right? We gotta enjoy it while it's here, while it's fresh, while it's new. And also, there's a new game out called Honkai Star Rail. Man, I put out a video of like the first hours of gameplay. Basically, like, this video is structured as in like my experience during the first hour, then my experience on the following hours until the end of the day, and then my experience picking it up on the next day, and final impressions on that. I gotta say, there's a lot here that I'm like not enjoying, but somehow I want to keep going because there's more good than bad, I think. I
didn't get to play this. I watched you play for a bit, and obviously I reviewed the video. So I kind of know what we're dealing with here. First of all, I was not expecting the game to be turn-based, which is something obviously it is.
We talked about it in news so many times. How is that possible?
I wasn't. I don't know, man. I get confused. I don't know what it was.
It's a lot of games.
It's a lot of games, man. It's a lot of games. And honestly, like, this game was the game that I turned my brain off until it released.
Right.
I wasn't expecting the game to look this good, and I'm not just saying like visually. Maybe just in terms of polish, even. I was not expecting the game to be this polished and this good looking. So I kind of turned my brain off of it because I really wasn't expecting much.
Right.
But I was very surprised by watching you play, by reviewing the video. Obviously, I think turn-based RPGs have become somewhat of a niche for games in general. Like, people used to love JRPGs, the turn-based system. Now people just want to mash buttons and get away with a battle. So this is gonna appeal to a smaller audience than Genshin. For me specifically, I love turn-based RPGs. It's just that usually turn-based RPG means it's gonna be a long game. It's usually like that. But I was surprised. This looks very good. It's impossible to not compare this to Genshin. The menus, the overlays, everything just seems like it's a Genshin Impact in space, like we titled this live stream. But yeah, I'm quite surprised by everything, and even the fact that you were on the later part of the video just enjoying it more and seeing like new environments, new biomes, new stuff to do. It doesn't seem like this is just a cash grab, just recycling everything from Genshin. It does recycle quite a few stuff, but even then, it seems like it's a kind of a new experience. Maybe not on the gacha side. The gacha side might be the same, but the gameplay itself, and from what I can understand, like, it's probably going to be the same as Genshin. You get a pretty good amount of game without having to pay anything. So yeah, I'm very surprised. I think the reception has been mixed. I don't know if you have any word on this, but I
We
have
do
quite
have
a few
Ender up in
people.
the voice chat, so maybe Ender,
What are you mentioning
word on
for?
the street, Ender. What's the reception been for Honkai? What are you feeling?
Oh, I've been liking it a lot more than so I had the similar start where I was like, I'm not sure about this. Then the more I've been playing, the more I've been loving it.
Okay, and
Okay.
how do you feel the reception has been in general? Like, have you tasted the Twitterverse? Have you dipped your toe into the community reaction at all?
The few Genshin people I do follow on Twitter seem to like it.
Okay.
So yes, Genshin seems very positive to Honkai.
Okay, that is very interesting, and that is very on par with you as well, Glob. Because from what I've heard, Ender was not. Ender in the beginning was not in love with the game. I think Ajra wasn't like much into it as well. Nancy, yesterday we spoke a bit when we were discussing the thumbnail, and she said, "Yeah, I'm getting a bit bored by the game."
Yeah.
But it seems like as the game progresses, like you said in the video, the game keeps getting better. So as I always say, I hope this game does well. I love what Genshin did for the free-to-play genre. It's a free game that lets you do a lot of stuff without even having to pay anything.
Right.
I hope this game does the same and is successful and shows other gachas that, even though you've said countless times that Genshin and maybe this one is not a good gacha, but it is a good video game. And
I don't know about this one though. Like, yeah, the gacha stuff does feel very similar to Genshin, and I think this game has a problem that Genshin did not. I mean, to a degree maybe, but I feel like pure RPGs and turn-based RPGs struggle with the gacha genre because you can't pace it the same way.
Yeah.
Gacha is built for you to grind materials and level up characters. So like you go from level 1 to level 20 by visiting a menu. And traditional RPGs, you go from level 1 to level 20 by grinding and defeating monsters over time. So developers can sort of pace the game differently for regular RPGs than they can for gachas. And when gachas and RPGs come together, usually what happens is, well, you can just like storm through everything by power leveling. You don't even have to engage with the system mechanics at all, as long as your characters are level capped, right? And there's not really much of a challenge or like much of an incentive to explore the RPG systems until you get to something like a late game or there's like a challenge system, which there is like a challenge game mode in this. It's called the Simulated Universe, where like they give you a specific team with specific levels, so you don't take your team into it. And I think that way they could.
You can take your team into it.
You can.
I learned that. Yeah, I learned later on that you can take your team into it. It's a weekly type thing where you can go and grind for materials.
Great.
And stuff. There is an actual Spiral Abyss, by the way. It's called the Forgotten Hall. It's essentially just Genshin Spiral Abyss. It's more Spiral Abyss than the Simulated Universe.
Okay. Yeah, so that will be like your end game challenge, and that will definitely force you to use the system, the game systems, just like the Abyss actually forces you to use Genshin systems in Genshin Impact. But yeah, I feel like the weekly stuff, the daily stuff in this game is something that I never want to engage with. I mean, in general, that's something that I don't enjoy in gachas, and it usually turns me away from them, but in Genshin, I wanted to make my character stronger, so I powered through it, right? In this one, I don't enjoy the combat system on its own enough to go through that stuff. Like, I enjoy the combat system when we're going through a story mission and when it's giving me a boss fight with unique mechanics, like, yes, let's figure out how to fight this guy. That's great. But when you're doing like the daily grind or the weekly grind and it's just like regular enemies one after the other, and it's almost like just a level check, no, like the game's not selling me on that for sure.
Yeah, and you know what, I was just thinking about this, which is something that I never put much thought into, but honestly I think that the turn-based RPG has another issue, which is if you're over leveled in an action RPG,
right,
I think it's a bit more fun, even if you're over leveled, to just get there and hit them in real time and feel overpowered. I don't think it's as much of a trouble when you stop and you have a fight and you're overpowered and the fight is not fun and like there's a loading, there's
yeah.
When it's real time, I think it's less of a nuisance if you're overpowered, because you kind of feel strong and the game doesn't stop. You keep going. You just hit.
What you mean. Yeah.
You kill the enemy. It might be another problem for the turn-based style within like the gacha system as well, which we've spoken about. I believe it was Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, I think Full Metal Alchemist, where you had a lot of problem with how the game was built and how it was balanced, which I totally understand. Like if you're having a turn-based RPG where none of the fights seem balanced, it's just not fun. I love when you reach a new area and the enemies are kind of different, and then you have a boss fight where you actually have to prepare and think about. It's not just about the level, but also like actually prepare for what the attacks are going to be, the elemental effects. If you're just over leveled in a turn-based RPG, it's just not going to be fun.
Right.
Yeah. There's a lot.
But yeah, I think generally, this game has like a bad 2 to 3 hours at the start, which is a lot to get through.
I like the first 10 minutes with Kafka and Silverwolf, and then it starts becoming the first bad 2 to 3 hours.
This that you're watching with Kafka is really cool. Kafka is this character right here, and then it gets boring for like 2 to 3 hours. And then you leave the space station, and suddenly it's like, whoa, hold on a second. This game is kind of picking up. It's kind of getting interesting. It does have like a lot of the storytelling straight out of Genshin, where it's, it's a new narrative and everything, but it feels like, well, this is the chapter where we're going to introduce this character, and this character might be someone that you want to pull from later, and who knows if they'll show up again in the story, but we're going to dedicate this chapter to this character. It does feel like that. They're still like doing those tropes that is like storytelling for the purpose of pulling. It's MiHoYo does it really well, but once you start to see like the seams, it kind of breaks it a little bit for me.
This game's a lot funnier than Genshin.
You think this game is funnier than Genshin? I
think this game is funnier than Genshin.
I found some quirky stuff. Like, did you see the closet stuff? Yeah. Oh my god!
There's a lot more. Like you saw in the once we were voicing, I died to drinking coffee.
Damn.
That you just do so much dumb stuff on the side. There was something else I totally forgot. I can't remember it. It's really fucking funny though.
Yeah, but but a lot of it like optional too and completely missable, right? Yeah, I do feel like that. It's worth exploring.
Yeah, that is always cool, and also like it's another thing that separates this game. Obviously, like you're gonna recycle a lot of stuff. This game, how long was Genshin? How long has Genshin been around? 2 years?
No,
3 years.
3?
No?
Oh, wait, might be the 3rd year anniversary.
We should be approaching 3 years. I feel like.
I feel like we are approaching
Leeway
3
was
years.
in the first year. Inazuma was second.
I got it around
no
here
way.
somewhere.
Inazuma was first year.
Even then,
Inazuma was
3
first
years.
Year, was second. Yeah, okay, we're approaching 3 years.
Yeah, approaching 3 years on September 28th. We're not ready for this. Nope, that's not what we're doing yet. Doing this.
Yeah, even for like 3 years is not a lot of time for you to put out another game like this. And obviously, this is most likely a different team because we still have Genshin being regularly updated. But still, like 3 years, yeah, you're gonna have to recycle a lot of stuff. Yeah. But even then, like the amount of stuff that they are doing new and even if you reuse the assets, it's such a different style too because this is a sci-fi game and. Yeah, I guess like to their merit, there's a lot of different stuff which I appreciate, even though the gacha is probably the same.
And MiHoYo is also working on ZZZ, so they're a 3 game studio now, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. That is Honkai Star Rail. First impressions up on the channel. I'll probably keep playing this, probably not on the channel though, because that video did. So no more videos for Honkai.
Yep.
Next up. This just dropped a new Storm Connections trailer in collaboration with a Naruto P99. So that's the popularity quiz that they've been running, and I think it's over. I think it's over, right? It might be over. Well, they ran a collaboration trailer, so Naruto Storm Connections with the Naruto popularity vote. It's got stuff. I think this is like mainly a trailer that's gonna satisfy people like Achunka, Poisoned, E, like folks that are looking at this footage frame by frame to find like, oh, that's a new type of knockdown. That might be a new mechanic. And I think there might be something here because there's a lot of new gameplay. In general, there's nothing new though. There's like no character reveal or anything like that. I think it's mainly a showcase of the 60 FPS and the enhanced graphics. But like, I don't think in general this is a good trailer. Because the message they're fighting right now is that this is just Storm 4, and like this is not doing them any favors.
Yeah, this is in my opinion just a bad trailer, and I don't understand the marketing behind this. If I'm going to be honest, we've talked about this a lot, and for a game that's going to look this good, which we have confirmed, why release this trailer? Yeah, it's 60 FPS, but like on Twitter. Is that what we're going for? Is that the marketing? Is that you want to showcase the one of the best looking anime games out there in a Twitter video at 720p? I just don't get it, man. And especially like you said, this is again showing that this is still the same game. Even if you have like a few new things there, it's not something that they're actively saying. It's not something that they're advertising. Like this is Storm 4. They're showing Storm 4 again. On a Twitter clip. I don't get this.
So the Twitter stuff, like usually these videos end up on YouTube anyway, so it's more of a timing thing. It's not like the campaign is Twitter only. But I feel what you're saying. Like it's a weird move marketing wise, but I also felt like the popularity stuff was a weird move marketing wise. They put so much time and resources into the popularity polls, like the best fights, the best character, all of that. I feel like that paired up with some other news that we've been getting regarding Boruto, it might be helping decide the direction of the series, honestly, and that's why they put so much time into it and advertised it so much. But yeah, the Naruto P99, the popularity stuff, man, before they announced it, they were like, yo, we're gonna have a big Naruto announcement on this event. I don't remember what event it was. And then it was a popularity poll and everyone was just like, what the fuck? But to them, this was such a big deal. And I think it still is a really big deal for Shueisha, I guess. And maybe that's because like they don't know, they're stuck with Boruto. They have no idea where to take this. And that's why we're seeing some hiatus happening. And maybe this will help them decide which direction to take in the future.
Yeah, that makes sense. And that would explain some of the decisions they've been taking. Mainly because, Boruto, I don't know if they expected Boruto to be more successful than it is. Boruto, I can imagine it as its success, but it's not Naruto. Not at all. And people in chat saying that. And again, what happens here? It's a 1080p trailer, which again, the best marketing done for this game was done by PlayStation, because PlayStation released this trailer in 4K, and we were able to see how awesome this game will look, and that was the only look that we got for a game that is being perceived as a copy of other games, to not showcase the best thing that you can showcase of this game. What a weird thing, man. Yeah. I don't know. This game, it's. I think this is parallel with what's happening with Naruto and Boruto. They just don't know what to do. Yeah, they're just trying to figure stuff out. I think you're totally right on that one.
Yeah, and this popularity poll has been like the biggest thing they've done recently. Which I mean, for me, I don't care, but for them, it's been like one of the biggest investments, and this feels like Storm Connections getting in on that, like writing that marketing from the popularity poll and putting their game in front of people. So like this might show up, like might show the game in some other circles that it wouldn't otherwise, because this is going to show up outside of like normal gaming circles. It's not going to just show up on the Naruto video games Twitter. It's going to show up on some anime pages, everyone that's been covering the popularity stuff will probably mention this at some point, and I think that's the move, that's the gamble. But just the whole popularity thing has been kind of a weird move for me.
Yeah, I don't know if we're ever going to reach the point where Dragon Ball got to. I think I personally think Naruto is a much better anime in general when it comes to, because there's so many good characters, so many good stories that make sense. Fantastic soundtrack throughout the whole thing. But Dragon Ball keeps going. Dragon Ball figured out a way to monetize everything that they launch. Be it with Heroes, that's a weird thing that I really don't enjoy, but it's, it's like a fan fiction that people love. We got Super, which I don't really like, but people seem to enjoy because it's a continuation of what they've done in the past, and there's new air colors. They figured out a way to still keep going. Naruto, I don't think. Again, they're trying. They're trying to figure out stuff. But I don't think they were able to, especially with Boruto. But we have discussed this in the past. It seems like people are getting happier with the direction of the Boruto manga, and since Masashi Kishimoto started doing the manga again, or at least supervising, it seems like it's getting into a better direction. But still, I think if you kind of screwed it up at the beginning, and now Masashi is trying to, correct the mistakes. There's only so much you can do.
I will be able to speak on that soon because I've officially started reading the Boruto manga. I'm on volume 5. That's like chapter 16 or so. It's after the movie. I cannot believe the gang that, the gang that kidnapped the daimyo's son. I can't believe that wasn't filler, because I watched that in the anime. I went, man, we're straight into filler after the movie. Nope, that's canon. Okay,
that's canon.
That's in the manga.
Fantastic.
All right. I didn't feel like it didn't feel canon to me, but sure. I guess it's introducing Kara. They do dwell on it a lot, just for introducing Kara, but sure. Okay. Kara has showed up. And I think now we're gonna go into Koji territory. I think
I did read a spoiler, and because this was written on some news website, it was a bit of a spoiler and somewhat of regarding Kurama and Naruto, and they talked about this power that is now in Naruto's world. And it's a power, I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, and even for you, because you're reading the manga. But it's a power that I'm like, you really put this into, really? Like, a war between giant beasts wasn't enough? You want to go here? It's like, come on, man. It's too much. Right. I hope that doesn't come to fruition, because if what I read is right.
That's been my feeling on Boruto overall. It feels like when they introduced ninja tools, for instance, it was like, oh, that's interesting, but immediately on the first Chunin exam, when Boruto uses it, Naruto goes, no, dumbass, this shit was banned, and for a good reason, because look at this dumbass shooting all the ninjutsu from the ninja tool into Momoshiki. He's absorbing it and shooting it back. Like, obviously, like, you ninja are relying on shortcuts now, and that's not making you stronger. And I'm like, what a great fucking lesson. Like, technology evolved, and Naruto showed exactly why you shouldn't just rely on technology. Immediately after the movie is over, they double down on the ninja tool stuff, and now there's dudes, there's artificial dudes, there are ninja tools. Like, Kawaki is a fucking ninja tool, man. Like, the whole guy is a ninja tool. It's like, why are we doubling down on this? Like, it was such a good lesson, and now you're like, nah.
The premise was good. And you know what bothers me? And I understand this is probably our opinion, and our opinion is not on par with most of the people that watch the show.
Right.
But like, I think you would agree with me that let's keep Sasuke and Naruto as the most powerful ninja. Leave them be. Why bring people from the moon that are stronger than the super strong character that we had at the end of Naruto? Just let, like, I think a story, a more personal story with good characters, with Boruto and his friends, that covered like relationships and even the day-to-day basis of like just a regular ninja that isn't as strong as Naruto or Sasuke, whatever. But they're like still struggling with their relationships, with how strong the Naruto world still is, instead of just like going to a world war again with people that come from other worlds and just destroy everything.
Definitely making it too big, and a little bigger than they needed to. For sure. It has to be a world-ending event. Yeah, it has to be a world-ending event every time. It has to be I don't know, man. I feel like Boruto already started as a character so much stronger than any other Genin that we saw in base Naruto.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like they don't want those guys to be the top ones forever, right? And they're making up shit, and it feels like none of it is warranted, none of it is deserved. It just drops out of nowhere.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Moon. Okay. Anyway, speaking of Boruto, manga going on hiatus. So we talked about the anime going on a hiatus a while ago. They didn't call it a hiatus. They said season 1 is over. Look forward to season 2. Which was a nice way to brand it. But yeah, the Boruto manga also gonna stop for a while. So going on a hiatus in the magazine's next issue, and will return on October. So this is not a big hiatus. It's a few months. It has a returning date already, but yeah, it feels like stuff is moving in. I think stuff definitely has to move around in Boruto. We'll see how it is when it comes back. But right now, that's the state of things. That's the state of Boruto. They're trying to save the series, and to do so, they gotta stop. They gotta put a pause in it.
One thing that I think is good to note is that, like this article says that the season 2 has already been greenlit. So like it is going to happen. We just don't know what the direction is going to be, but it has been greenlit. So it's not as bad. Like this is not going to end. I don't think Boruto is ever going to be that unsuccessful. It's just they want to make it more successful. They want to figure out stuff. I have one question as well. I don't know if you know this because again you started reading the manga. Has the time skip happened in the manga? Is it after this?
I believe the time skip is coming up in the manga, but that's just what I've heard.
Okay.
I think it's soon, but that's just what I've heard. Like I obviously didn't get there yet.
Yeah. Not yet. Straw Hat says not yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this is gonna be like Naruto and then Naruto Shippuden.
Yeah,
so
everyone's saying like should be soon. Everyone's feeling like, yo, season 7 of Shinobi Striker, we might get those DLC characters. Well, not anymore because hiatus, but yeah, soon.
Maybe yeah. It's probably gonna be then before. Yeah, before the hiatus, before the break, they do the time skip, and then it continues, and the story goes on after they figure out stuff. I think that's actually the best way to go about it. I've read a few things about how the time skip happens, or what happens in the time skip, and why that fight is happening between Kawaki and Boruto. I don't love it, but I don't love the reasoning. But still, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Absolutely. And from Boruto, we move on to some other news. Nikkei, back in the news. This time, Nikkei is doing a collaboration with Nier. Look at the knee. See, the knee changed.
I like that.
Yeah, this makes a lot of sense, right? This is Nikkei, the waifu booty shoot game. They did a collaboration with Chainsaw Man, where all the waifus you could pull for them. And now Nier, I guess, makes a lot of sense too, right? We're gonna see some 2B. We're gonna see some 2A.
2A, yeah.
A2?
No,
what's her name? Wait,
A2?
9A? No, 9S. So what's
9S was the dude. Hey, if you like that, that's fine. This it makes A2. Yeah, it makes sense. You know, the perv mobile game joins the perv console game. It just makes sense. This one is a no-brainer, of course. Azure is gonna be quite happy about this one. It's gonna pull all the Nier characters for sure.
It says click the video for details. I don't got detail.
No details. Oh, you wanted to see more. I see.
I wanted to see more. Look forward to a follow-up report. I don't know if there's been a follow-up report, but
you wanted to see the integration.
I'd love to see which characters are making it.
Curiosity.
Sure.
Yeah, I wonder because it doesn't say which Nier is going to be there.
Oh, right. Yeah, we could have Popola and right. Yeah, we could have the other Nier. We could have all the Niers. Why not?
All the Niers.
I think Automata is definitely going to be in there. You know, 2B is the most famous Nier character, so she has to be there. But they might pull some stuff from Replicant for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Another collaboration that makes a lot of sense. And with that, we move on to some sad news regarding Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. So there was going to be a beta previously scheduled for May 2023. We're in the month of April. This is the last weekday of April. So next Monday will already be May. And there was going to be a beta during May, but it has been delayed from its previously scheduled date. We realize the community must be disappointed as we are, and offer our sincerest apologies. An updated schedule will be posted as soon as possible. But yeah, right now, there's no date on this beta. We're just not doing it. Not yet.
Yeah. So another ArcSys Games gets hit by the no date. It's a huge problem.
I mean,
for
they
ArcSys Games.
said 2023 for the full update, so we'll see about the beta, but they did say 2023 for the full updates.
Yeah, they said a lot of stuff for Dragon Ball 2, and we're still waiting.
They never did dates, though.
But at the same time, you know, they just making video games is hard, and we always have to be mindful that there's a lot of people working on this game, and you know, most of the times they're overworking too. So yeah, good luck to the devs, and you have a lot of fighting games. You guys have a lot of fighting games. If you're looking forward to this, just there's a lot of stuff you can try out before this. Just don't
Dude,
don't panic.
there's like a month until Street Fighter. You thought of it? There's like a month.
More do you need?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
we're still in April, so it doesn't feel like it, but it's at the start of June. So next week you're gonna be able to say it's only a month.
I go into a coma until June.
You can go into a coma until June. I will allow it.
Cool.
Yes, there's a lot of ways you can do that. But we're not gonna tell you what to do or incentivize that.
Mhm.
Just be careful. But also, there's a lot of video games you can play.
True.
Hey, you can play Tears of the Kingdom quite soon.
Tears of the Kingdom. That's like next week.
Yeah.
That's next
no.
week. Wait.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now. Yeah, 2 weeks from now we will get to play that. I'm not gonna get to play that. I think I'm gonna finish Breath of the Wild before that.
You should.
But first, you're gonna be the one playing it first because we're gonna share the game and it's a physical version. You'll play it first for sure. Because I can also take a break from.
Yeah, you should. You should. Yeah, playing those two games back to back, I bet it's not. It was a lot. Like when I finished Breath of the Wild, I was like, I'm good for a while. You know, like that game was a lot.
I don't think I'm gonna put as much hours into the game as you, because in a way, I'm enjoying the game. I'm taking my time, but I'm not gonna play 100 hours of that.
Right.
Probably gonna be around at a 40-hour mark, 50 maybe. Doing as much as I can and having a ton of fun. But I'm not gonna put that much time into it because I know I'll just transition into Tears of the Kingdom, and then I'll probably put as much time as I can on that one, provided it scores as well as the first one.
Right. Yes, we have a date for Relink, which is 2023. Like they gave us a year. So yeah, we're going for 1K again on Zelda. We're not going for 1K again on Zelda. Last piece of news today. A character got announced for Tekken, so you know it's the Tekken reactions are back. This one got announced during the mix-up in France, which means that this is the French character from Tekken. She's called Lili. As protest, I will not react to this. She's French.
Because it's French? Okay. Well, I'll do it. By the way, I don't have sound.
You're right.
But I won't be able to...
No, because I changed the my audio setup and I forgot. There you go.
Okay, cool. I do love the sound effects for this game, so.
The stream didn't have sound either.
Oh, really?
The stream didn't have sound this whole time.
Not even the intro?
Maybe the intro?
Oh, okay, that's better.
I don't think the intro had sound. I'm gonna be with you.
Fuck, that sucks because I love that intro. Anyway, I thought it was intentional. It was definitely not intentional. I didn't say anything because usually when I don't hear it, it still does. It still means that you guys listen to it.
I
anyway.
literally made a change like 2 hours ago because I need it for Shinobi Striker. It just means I have one extra step before I go live. I'll try to make that step automatic in the future. But right now, yep. Apparently we had no sound and no music during the entire thing. I've been here managing the soundtrack and everything. It sucks. We apologize. Yeah,
Yeah.
there she is. I don't like the look of this character. Whatever.
That's the French.
It's not
French
even because
prejudice.
she's French. It's just like she's stereotypically bad. I don't like her. I don't care about the sound effects. She just sucks.
The sound effects are good.
First character that I'm like, I don't want to touch her. No.
Here's what I'm thinking at this point.
Okay.
For me, she looks good. Sound effects are amazing. All that. I don't mind. But I agree with you. Her looks are not like super unique. I don't feel like I want to play this character. One thing I will say though is that I'm starting to get tired of the Jump Force venue. I want something else. Please give me something else.
The Jump Force venue is the worst insult, man. It's great.
And look, it looks amazing. It looks amazing. This stage is actually really cool. But I kind of want to not get tired of the stage before the game comes out, and I'm starting to feel that, which is something that I did not feel with Street Fighter at all, because they kept changing. They revealed the stages quite fast, and maybe they don't have any more stages or a lot more stages prepared. This stage looks amazing. I just don't want to get tired of it, you know. So please, new stage. Thank you, please.
Thank you, please. And bye-bye. Okay, that is the Around the Bush for today. We're gonna jump into some questions, but this is gonna be shorter than the recent Around the Bushes, where we usually run for like 2 hours. We're gonna aim for like 1 hour here, because Rina is editing a video, and I could use the time getting ready for the next Monday video. Not Monday, Tuesday. Monday is national holiday.
Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday. So yeah, I need time to prepare that before the day is over. Really needs time to edit. So let's do some Q&A. I'm looking at No Mic Voice. I'm looking at chat. Let's do all those Q's and all those A's. Let's do it. We don't have a lot of people here today, so it should be a quick one. Don't ask Wenshin. Stop typing. Don't ask Wenshin. Ender up. Okay. Favorite
Fuck you.
Honkai.
March 17th.
Favorite Honkai character, March 7th.
7th. Okay.
Such a dumb name. I don't have one. I don't know. I got a 5-star and I like getting 5 stars, but he's not my favorite yet. I don't think I have any character that I like, other than Zhongli.
April
The
4th.
Zhongli guy is kind of cool, I guess. Dan Hung. Damn Hung. He's so hung. Damn. That's maybe my favorite so far. You see the RC Burrito Raditz mod? Yes, that's the video I'm making.
Exactly.
The video I'm making, it's coming out next Tuesday. It's not coming out this weekend. This weekend! And today, you will get 2 Demon Slayer videos. One for Susamoto, one for Gyu. So that's what's on the pipeline. Gyu and Susamoto. The order of those videos, we'll see. I don't know which one comes out first, but
hopefully Gyu, because I wanted to release today, but we'll see.
Yeah, we might not be done with that first, so we'll release the summer if that's the case. What's taking place of the JoJo tournament every week? We're not ready to announce, but something will happen. When we announce it will be a weekly series. Until then, we're on a break.
Yeah, well, we'll probably be able to. I guess next Monday is holiday.
While we're on a break, and by the way, thanks for bringing that up. While we're on a break, the JoJo thing is done, which means you guys can go down here to JoJo Fantasy League and just like check out the playlist. But while we're on a break, I mean, that's a great time to catch up with some other premium shows. Like, we got a lot, so if you've missed any of the past and you'd like to give them a shot, I mean, they're all archived here on the Globco Plus tab. To access this tab, all you need is a $0.99 membership. I mean, it's 99 cents, and you get access to all of these shows.
Yeah. Some really cool shows, man.
Streamlabs, thanks. Damn. Streamlabs with the timing.
Damn, the timing. All right. Doing its job.
Yeah.
Yeah, some really cool shows, and I do like that we have like a sort of a library for people that want to follow us, and just, sometimes I've done this in the past where I just go back to people that I follow. I used to watch Troy and Nolan North, when they add their gameplay channel. Sometimes I just add it on the background as a podcast as I was playing video games. I do that with Kind of Funny too, where it's just, you know, you have something on the background. Sometimes you want company, even if you're playing video games. You're not playing something for the story or anything, so you just want to have that company, listening to a podcast, listening to some random dudes eating, you know, peppers as they die in Bloodborne, whatever, stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you have sound for this?
It's an old Astral Express escape signal. Do
Yes.
you play cards?
Okay.
Two pair.
This is the moment that made me like March
Let's
7.
get going. Ace.
Okay.
Have an ice day.
See, the game is funnier than Genshin Impact.
Have a nice day.
Of course you liked it.
Have a nice day.
Of course you liked it.
Come on. It's a
Literal
Vegeta's cutscene.
fanatics.
That's true. It's Vegeta's cutscene. 100%.
Poe asks in no mic voice, which Street Fighter 6 characters you gonna try out besides Cammy?
Because we're okay. First of all, is that question for? I guess both, because we're both gonna try Cammy, right?
Cammy used to be my main, one of my mains. It was Ryu and Cammy on Street Fighter 4, so I'm definitely gonna try Cammy as well. So yeah, we can both take that one. Let me take a look at the roster and I'll
Let's
tell
do
you.
it. I'll pull it up.
Okay, cool.
All right. So we're talking.
I know which characters I'm not gonna try.
We're talking. Yeah. We're talking launch roster here. We're not gonna jump into DLC yet. Sure. Okay. So, is this? Oh, it's zoomed in. Zoomed in like hell. Okay. Anyone from here? Cammy, definitely, right? I will try from the top row. Lili.
Lili seems cool. JP as well. Is JP a charts character? I don't remember, but he seems cool. Like I like his kit. Seems interesting.
Do we have move lists?
We do not. We have no fucking idea if he's Church.
No, we have no idea. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair
Newcomer,
enough.
we have no fucking idea.
From here, I will play no one from this row.
DJ seems cool.
Maybe Marissa.
DJ is Charge.
DJ is
Fuck.
Charge. So is Honda.
Yeah, and I knew DJ. I didn't know. I don't know about that then. Manon seems okay. Marissa,
She's French.
it's fine. It's fine. I know. Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to try
do
DJ.
Marissa. I might do so. Cammy, Lili, Marissa for me so far.
Camille, Lily, maybe JP.
Next.
We'll see. Definitely not Dawson. Definitely not Dawson.
Definitely Dawson. Definitely.
I
Dawson.
have
Oh,
my brain is not big enough to play Dawson. I
love the Kid Buu limbs. I'll do that.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, Ken and Jury for sure.
Yeah, Ken and Jury. I'm with you.
Bianca is a charged character, so
It's true.
she's out.
All right, from here, I would say Kimberly and Jamie for me.
Guile. Guile is the one charged character that for some reason my brain accepts. So yes, I will play Guile. Guile, not Kyle. Also, by the way, remember the normals from Guile?
Yeah.
Those big ass buttons that he had. I love that.
You're
yeah,
right.
Guile, and I love the looks. He looks awesome in this version.
Okay. And I have tried Ryu. So Ryu and Luke, I mean, they're both in the beta, in the demo right now. So I guess I am trying them, but in the final game, I probably won't. Probably.
Yeah, I haven't played much Luke. It was mostly Ryu. But one thing I will say is that I've had enough for Ryu for now, so I want to try other characters. Ryu will probably end up being my main. But we'll see. It depends on how strong he is, of course. Like, you guys know me. I want to play the best characters because I don't have a lot of time, so I just want to have the easiest time possible when I'm competing. So if Ryu is top tier, I'm probably going to be playing Ryu. If not, I'll just choose another character.
And that's the answer to that question. Next question. Let's see. How many characters are in Smash now? I don't fuck it. You go count. You Google that. Well, we're not Google. Gotta play Lily the Airbender. Yeah, I'm feeling Lili a lot too. We'll see. Definitely gonna be a DJ main, Potatoro?
Okay.
I think when I think of Potatoro, I think of Kai. So like seeing him say DJ, I really did not expect that. I think of Kai and I think of Teddy. Two very different characters. Marissa or Jamie for me. I guess you've tried Jamie a bunch, Ender.
Very much so.
Yeah.
On you, specifically. On you.
Right.
Yeah, we played. We played quite a bit too. I liked her,
We did.
Jamie.
Back to
Like-
you.
Classically in Street Fighter, I always played Ken and Dudley. 3 for the 6 and 4. I mean 3 and 4.
Right.
Oh, Dudley, Jesus.
Dudley is my favorite character.
That brings me back. Wow.
He's so cool.
Makes sense, makes sense. I don't like drinking mechanics to play Jamie. I love drinking mechanics. Especially like if I drink in real life, you get stronger, which usually happens.
I love level up mechanics. The drinking I don't really care about, just the level up part. I love.
Yeah, it's it was a weird character to pick up, but once things clicked, it was cool. Like he was kind of jarring at first, where it was like I gotta learn level 0 Jamie, and then level 1 and level 2 and level 3 and level 4. Like I gotta learn 5 characters, man. Like what the hell? But then things started to click, and it was like, okay, I'm enjoying this a lot more. I can play any version of Jamie, and I can take advantage of his stuff once he's stronger. Perfect. Like once you start getting into it, it's nice.
Yeah, and you have to learn a lot more setups. Like you have to learn setups for each of the levels. You have to learn setups for when you have the you're all leveled up. It's a much more taxing character to learn how to play at the beginning, but then it's also very rewarding, which is cool.
Yeah, the theme is also really good. True. Is Starville on console? It will be. It's not yet, but it will be.
On PlayStation 4 and 5, I believe.
I think so, yeah. Right now you can play PC or mobile. PC has controller support. It's MiHoYo, so maybe cross-save stuff. I mean, not guaranteed, right? They haven't said anything specifically, because Genshin did not come out with cross-save capabilities between PlayStation and PC specifically. But that was back when PlayStation was like shutting down everything that was cross-platform. Now they have it, but I don't know if Starwell will.
Let's hope. Let's hope it does, because video games are better when they do that.
True.
Especially in a gacha game, I guess, where you can go back and forth between mobile. I think that's very important to have that cross save active, because you might want to just go to the toilet and grind some consumables on your phone.
Will you ever do another video like your Demon Slayer versus Storm? On those two games specifically, probably no. But you had an idea, actually, that is close to that. It's like the stuff that Storm could learn from Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
But that's for Storm connections, right? I think I touched a little bit on that topic on one of our recent Storm videos, Storm Connections video of like, okay, they're doing this knockdown, which comes from Demon Slayer. Actually, this Demon Slayer stuff, there's more of it. Like, there's signs of them learning from Demon Slayer here, here, and here. We could go into theoretical territory of like, it's a really good change for Storm. If instead of flicking the right stick to switch characters, you do it like Demon Slayer, where you just hold the assist button, like in all tag games ever. That would get rid of a lot of broken tech that Storm has. All the switch tech that is broken as hell. That would get rid of it.
Yeah.
So that's that kind of video could happen. I think a video like the Demon Slayer versus Storm video, I think it will happen in the future, whenever it makes sense to compare two games within the same space. But I don't think I will do another one like that for Demon Slayer and Storm. I think a lot of those takes, maybe I've changed my opinion in the meantime, but maybe not enough to warrant a whole new video.
Yeah, maybe when Connections in Demon Slayer 2 come out, I guess we can do that.
Tenkaichi versus Forza, obviously.
Tenkaichi versus Forza, yeah. Forza, obviously Forza Horizon, not the...
Yeah.
Not...
Yeah.
The other one doesn't make sense.
The other one is Budokai. Horizon is Tenkaichi.
Of course.
Oh, okay, so-
We understand video games.
right.
Yeah, but yeah, we can definitely go more in depth on what we think connections would be, would improve. Even like we can even go into story mode and see things that maybe they did that Storm doesn't do, stuff like that. I would want to see that video actually. I would, which is exciting.
Yeah, that's usually one of the things that determines whether or not we make it. Is this a video we would like to watch? Obviously, there's a lot more as well. There's a lot of videos I make that I would not like to watch.
Yes, a lot. That's true. Like we are not the audience that we make some of our videos for, or the most successful videos.
I don't watch YouTube a lot, to be honest.
I love watching essays. I don't watch them regularly, but I do love watching essays. Essays, documentaries, I think it's my favorite thing to watch. But yeah, I don't. I have a lot of video games to play.
Anyway, I think that's it, right? Good.
Yeah, no more questions, and we have work to do. So.
When can you expect to get around to the Budokai Tenkaichi series for the ranking of Dragon Ball games? Oh, I fucked up. Okay. Look, it's gonna be a while. I'm gonna start with Budokai before getting into Tenkaichi. So once you see Budokai, yeah, you can expect those games. But before I get to Budokai, I still need to get through Sagas for the ranking episode number 4, I think. Yeah, Sagas is the last game that I need to play for the ranking. After Sagas, I'm going straight to the Budokai series, and from Budokai, I'm going to go into Tenkaichi. But yeah, with the Demon Slayer update and the Naruto Shinobi Striker DLC, those plans are on hold because this stuff is timely, and the ranking of Dragon Ball is not so timely. And I think, honestly, like the Tenkaichi stuff, a lot of creators jumped on it immediately with the hype of the announcement, and good on them, honestly. Like they probably will get more views than I did. I think I honestly have a lot of time because like that game's not coming out soon, so
Oh, not at all. Yeah, and people want to keep those videos alive. People want to watch more Tenkaichi stuff in the meantime, so it will probably work no matter what.
True. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you guys next week for more live streams, and Shinobi Rush is coming back. Bye bye.